Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and today, as you can see, I am with Jack.
Hi guys, thanks Tom for having me back on the channel, appreciate it.
That's all good. So we've both been away for a while, so we thought we'd come back with something. I talked about this briefly in the video the other day, and we're going to look at the top 100. Now, we know everyone has now seen the top 100. When we started doing this earlier, and there was a couple of little tech problems. But actually, in that time, the top 10 were released, and we've had a little look, so we know everything, we know what to expect, we know what's coming up. So we're going to have a little look and give you our opinion on some of the players, just a little bit briefly. It's not going to be massive. It's going to be a two-part thing. So first 50 and then the last 50.
Indeed.
Ready to go?
Yeah, ready
Let's
when
do
you
it.
are.
Number 100, we have Mr. Bernardo Silva.
Indeed, great player.
Yeah, great player. Worth the 84. I don't know that he's going to get all that many special cards this year.
Indeed, and quite lucky to make top 100. There are
Yeah.
obviously going to be quite a lot of 84s in the bank, so yeah, very lucky to make top 4.
Yeah.
Good team of season card. Right.
Yeah, it's going to be a good card. Next is Sami Khedira, 99. He's going to be a good one to get, I think.
Decent.
Very decent for that early game.
Great
especially.
holding midfield, great nationality to link up play for all sorts of leagues now.
Yeah,
Really,
definitely. Definitely, and there's some nice defensive stats on that, so a good sort of holding midfielder.
Nice all-rounder.
Up next is Mane, and we'll talk a little bit more about Mane in a minute. Bit of controversy that's happened in the sort of FIFA community with this release.
True.
But a very, very nice card. Obviously, definitely worth the upgrade. Definitely.
Oh, definitely. Definitely one of the best right mids, right wingers in the Premier League at the minute, and like by far at the moment, Liverpool's best player.
Yeah, him and Salah. I'd say Salah's also doing very, very well. A little bit surprised that Salah didn't make the list, actually, now that I think of it. I think he's going to be an 84 as well, just maybe didn't make the top 100, potentially.
Yeah, or maybe just 83, but just miss out on the 84.
Controversial. But either way, up next is Dani Alves. We talked before. He's going to get more playtime. Like you mentioned earlier, I forgot that Aurier obviously isn't at PSG anymore. So he's going to get playtime, which probably means special cards. So he's probably going to get informs and stuff.
Yes.
Hopefully, with no disrespect, he doesn't get a team of the season this year. I know it's all like a popularity thing, but so team of the year, not team of the season, team of the year. It's really nice to see someone different get it. I think it's a few people maybe more deserving a little bit.
Yeah, well, he's not. I don't think he's even in the.
Is he on a shortlist? Wow. Okay, fair enough. Tom doesn't read, but a decent looking card actually. To be fair.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then we have Asensio. Now, Asensio, I think, is going to be one of the best players in the world in the next few years. He's young. He's really coming through. In the for Spain, he was playing some games for Spain. He was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, towards the end of last season, he was scoring some absolutely wonder goals, and even in this season, he's definitely starting to prove his worth towards Real Madrid
100%.
and Spain.
Yeah,
so.
And I think 84 is a really good jump for him. 85 maybe would have been a bit of a push, but actually, I think 84 is a pretty good rating, especially from like what was it, 80 or 81?
81,
so
yeah.
Credit to him for that.
Decent.
Falcao,
making our return back to the top 100.
yeah,
after a couple of years.
said a couple of years he hasn't been in there, and my God, he deserves it. I mean, an incredible season last season.
Definitely, he's definitely back to his old goal-scoring best for Monaco. So keep an eye on him this season, see if he repeats it.
Yeah, just goes to show maybe being in the French league, a bit beneficial for him. Sorry, maybe he struggled a bit in the Premier League, couldn't quite cut it there. Possibly. He was scoring in the Spanish league as well, actually, now I say that.
You could say at United he was coming back from his injury. At Chelsea, just trying to get ahead of Diego Costa is not going to work. But fair play to him. He's back to his best, so let's hope he carries on.
Yeah, good for him, man. Icardi, bit of a sort of 50-50, love him or hate him, especially for Inter Milan actual fans. I know a lot of Inter Milan fans don't actually like him. But he's a goal scorer. He gets you goals.
Yeah, he's going to have a nice all-round card. I mean, at an 84, you can't really complain.
No.
He's got that Argentinian links, and of course, Serie A teams are going to, or Calcio A teams now that it's called.
Yeah. They're looking good this year.
Yeah, they're going to
looking solid.
Looking really, really good this year.
Definitely. Dele Alli, 84. A good upgrade.
I think they've hit the nail on the head with this
Yeah.
one. I mean, you don't want to put him too high rated too quickly because, yeah, he's had like a couple of good seasons and he's now settled down to play his football. But is he at that top tier yet? We haven't really seen him on the European international level hit the heights. He scored that wonder goal against France, but we still need to see just a little bit more from him, I think, to get that high rated. So I think they've nailed the hammer.
Hit the nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
There we go. I think, like I said with Asensio, if he'd got like an 85, I think Ali would have been in that bracket as well. So I think it's right that they're in the same rating. So yeah, 84 is a good rating, and actually a very nice all-round card. And from the beta, sure, the one we had was an inform, and it was like 81 or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was a good card. I did really enjoy that, and his long shots were very, very good.
Indeed.
So hopefully this is even better because it's higher rated. Leno with a downgrade down to 85, but still a very nice looking card actually, and also 92 cards 85 or above rated.
Yes.
That's good.
That's
I'm liking that.
been a highlight of this sort of unlisting for me. The number of higher rated cards that there have been has been exceptional. So it's not like you've got the bracket of like 5 players that are going to be 90 rated or whatever it is. Like from FIFA 17, you've now got a much higher range.
Such a small number, but it's good, and I think actually it's a better mix. Like you've got a lot of high rated forwards, whereas this year, I'm sure a lot of people have seen, there's a lot of mixture as to positions in that top, especially the top 10. Actually, there's a very big range.
Can't complain.
So that's good to see. In at 91 is Marquisio, another downgrade down to 85, but another very good Calcio midfielder.
Probably due to age, I think he's got the downgrade because he must have played really well for Juventus because, hey, he's Italian league. I'm sure he got plenty of game time over there.
Yeah.
And like we're saying, he's a nice all-round card. You can't really complain too much. Decent pace, just decent everywhere.
Yeah, a good one to pack at the early start, at the beginning of the game because he's always worth sort of like 30-40k. Like this year, he was worth about 40-50k. Yeah, so hopefully, if you're lucky enough to get hold of this and it's not one you're going to use, it should be worth a pretty penny for you. So that's always a bonus. Ruffier, I think this is going to be one of those cards that gets cheap quite quickly. It's one of the highest rated. It might actually be now I think about it, the highest rated League One keeper. Oh, of course, yeah.
Not necessarily the same rating.
No, he is higher. He's much higher. But this is a decent card, I think. It will get cheaper quick, I think, personally.
Yeah, due to SBCs and his nationality and stuff like that, it will get cheap pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So if you get him, probably sell him on, try and make the profit
at early level. Yeah. Gundogan. Now, I'd said before to Jack that as much as I love Gundogan, I think he's a great player, and I think 85 is a great rating for him. He didn't play last year. He got injured, and in the past, when a player doesn't play full stop, doesn't matter if they're injured or whatever, they normally get downgraded. So I thought he should be an 84, personally, purely because of that. As a player, I think 85 is correct. But on reflection to the usual way things are done, with the injury, I think an 84 would have been fair.
Yeah, I think that would have been the right call, but then again, what do we know?
We're not EA, sadly. Up next is Superstitch. Oh, he is 85. I thought he was 86. My bad.
I was going to say I didn't see him at 86, but again, like Ruffier, he's a decent keeper. Probably sort of the same on FIFA 17. He'll be one that will get cheap quite quickly. So again, sell him on for the profit that you can. Buy him back when he gets to probably about 4 or 5k.
I was going to say,
but then again with the 85 rated, like 84's got to about 6k.
Yeah.
These went to about like 11k.
10, 15, yeah.
So it's decent amount of money still. So you get your pack back now. So
definitely.
Thanks to SBCs, love them.
Varane. I'm so happy he's got this upgrade because I think this upgrade has been coming for maybe the last year or so, and I think finally he's actually getting the card.
Can you make that a little bit bigger, dude? Because I just want to see what his pace is.
It's 79.
Mate.
79 pace. That is the same as Aspilicueta.
Tall, physical. This card's going to be going for a lot, so if you get it really early on, well played.
I think Ramos of this year. That's what A, I'm expecting of this card, and B, I think the price range you're looking at. Nearly 80 pace. It's physical, I think, is 79
he'll be
as
about
well.
50, 60k. Definitely minimum.
You're looking at, I reckon, between 50... I'm going to say 70 and 120 when the game first comes out for the first couple of weeks. You're looking at like 100k, I think. And I'm looking forward to using that card. Followed by Glick, who I think, again, very much deserves the upgrade. It's a big upgrade for an older player as well, actually. That's one thing to think about. That just shows how well he has played over at Monaco.
Indeed, they've had won League One last year. Obviously a key feature for them. Key feature for the Polish side as well.
Yeah.
You can't really say too much about it. Yeah, he's had a decent upgrade for the season that he's had, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's all you can say, really. Just fair play to him. Barzagli next getting a downgrade to 85. Again, I think that's just down to age. I mean, Juventus were good last year, so it's just down to age.
They've not downgraded him a lot, and if you look at his stats, it's still a really great centre back card. That if you pack again, he's going to be
worth some money.
Cards.
Company, another downgrade, down by 1. I was saying to this with Jack. Jack corrected me earlier that it was a downgrade because I thought he was an 85, but it's like Gundogan, prime example. He didn't play all that much. Yes, he was a little bit suspect at the back. You pointed that out earlier as well. But again, I think a lot of the time he wasn't playing. So if he got a downgrade, maybe Gundogan should have done as well. But a good player. I still love Company. I think he's one of the best players that have played in the Premier League in defence. I think he's quality. Mkhitaryan. Now, this, just to jump back very quickly to Mane, is what we were talking about with the slight controversy with people saying, mainly Liverpool fans, saying if Mkhitaryan's an 85, why isn't Mane an 85? I think if they're being the same position, they should have been the same rating.
Completely agree, but I say but I completely agree.
Yeah.
Mane has definitely proven to be one of the best right-sided players in the Premier League at the minute. Mkhitaryan is now sort of coming centrally, and you can see that via his informs as well. So normally FIFA, when they see sort of stuff like that, because I remember I think there was a period between like FIFA 13, FIFA 14 and FIFA 15 where Aubameyang switched from having a regular right mid card to then in the next one having a striker card to going back to a right mid card to then going back to a striker card because of the continued positions, and every informs were position changes for him.
Yeah,
but
I think
it is what it
will happen. Yeah, it will happen like that. Sadly, sometimes it's like the Milner effect. Last year he was a left back. He never got a left back regular card. It was just his informs, and he was a left back all season. But
whether or not they put him in this as a left back, I highly doubt it.
I think he's going to be a centre mid this year. That mainly because they've been told that's what he's playing. But either way, Carrasco, fantastic player, and this card looks really, really good. The shooting's a little bit average, but I think he's going to be a good card and very overused. I think he's going to be played a lot. He's going to be expensive though.
Well, he's going to be sort of like the cheap Ronaldo for the Liga Santander team. Yeah. So keep your eye on him. He'll be again a very good expensive card, and obviously that Belgium link will help as well. Yeah,
and the last bit on this page is to Sturgeon finally getting the card I think he kind of deserves. I mean, he's at a big team. He's played quite well. I think he deserved an upgrade. 85, maybe pushing it a little bit, but I think 85 is possibly a fair reflection when you look at the likes of Navas as well.
Yeah, he's played, like you say, consistently well, and I think he's now, with Neuer's injury, he's the starting goalkeeper for Germany.
Yeah.
So I think he's more got the rating that he deserves for the club and country that he plays for. And
it reflects that.
It reflects.
Yeah.
Reflects that.
Definitely. On to the next little bracket. So we're going to start with Jan Vertonghen here at the top. 85. Great player, great card. I think that looks like a really good card.
Yeah, not much to say here. Just he finished second with Spurs in the Premier League and was just solid centre back, and he scored a bloody thunderbolt the other day.
Yeah, that was a great goal. That was a really, really good goal. Check that out if you didn't see it. Who was it against? No, it wasn't Newcastle.
Burnley.
Was it Burnley?
Pretty sure it was Burnley.
Might have been Burnley.
Might be Burnley.
Good goal. Di Maria up next. I'm pretty sure that's a downgrade. I'm fairly sure he was an 86 last year.
Yeah, he's well, PSG were rumoured to get rid of him after the Neymar deal, but he's still a very class player. We've seen that when he first moved to PSG. So hopefully now with Neymar there, he's got Cavani, he's got Mbappe around him. Hopefully we'll start to see a lot more of him. Maybe even there's a position change behind the striker as well.
Whereas I think he's going to slip under the radar just a little bit. I don't think he's going to get the game time, sadly.
You could be right.
I mean, you never know. You never know. I hope for any player's sake that they get the game time they want or deserve, but I sadly don't think he's going to feature that much because that front three.
And of course, let's not forget the ultimate troll factor of right wing, Argentinian, Di Maria.
Yeah, oh god, that's so fun.
That's why he's probably there and sitting there smiling. Well, he's not even smiling.
He's a bit smug.
What?
Okay, up next we have Felipe Luis, a very good card, and actually. We were talking earlier about left backs, well, full backs, but mainly left backs, getting a bit of a buff this year, which is always nice to see.
Indeed, the left backs have definitely received some love this year, and fair play to them, because not a lot of right backs really get informs nowadays.
No,
the left backs seem generally to get quite a lot of love, but Felipe Luis has definitely been a solid and a very consistent player for Atletico Madrid, and deserves his place in the list.
Yeah, and I'd say actually it's quite important to have good fullbacks this year because crossing is definitely more effective.
Indeed,
so that's one thing to bear in mind.
Yeah.
Insigne, talking of crosses being more effective, this is going to be a great winger, especially if you're doing those Casio teams.
He's moved up to an 85. He was an 83. Did he get the upgrade to 84?
He might have done.
But still, what a card. He's got insane pace. If you pack him really early on, obviously at an 85 rating, he's going to be something.
He's going to be worth something.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be worth 50, 60k.
Definitely. And talking of worth something, I think Azpilicueta is going to be a bomb. He is going to be incredible.
Not quite as tall as the one that we've passed already, Varane, but still a quality defender.
Yeah,
quality
and you could have, if you were playing 3 or 5 at the back, you could have them either side of a Spanish BBVA midfielder.
Indeed.
Or a French, like you could have like Koscielny. Koscielny was really good in the beta.
Definitely.
So someone like that in the middle would be really, really good, but I think he's going to be a great card.
Indeed.
And expensive. Then we have Pjanic. Pjanic always seems to get good cards, always seems to
much like Marquisio, very all-rounded card. That's our safety there.
Thank you.
He's got a very nice all-rounded sort of stats for your general playstyle. Can fit into a 3 or a 2-man midfield. So the only sort of downside to his card really is the Bosnian link. So you really normally only get him into a Serie A team.
Yeah, you've got to have some strong.
Not unless you really stretch the barrels.
Yeah, but either way, it looks like a good card. Next we have Jordi Alba, another good fullback, and 85 this year. Looks good. Card looks very, very good. He's got some good pace. He's actually got decent physical, but his defence is very, very good. I think it's 83, does that say? Yeah, 83 defence and 87 dribbling. That looks really, really nice.
Yeah, always plays well for Barcelona and Spain, so keep an eye out for him this year. He'll be very much really used.
Yeah, I think he's going to be used a lot, especially in those BBVA teams. Navas up next, and 85, same as to Sturgeon, which I think is fair deserts, really. I think that's just what he deserves.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still playing well for Real Madrid. It's a bit of a shame that they keep trying to look to sign like a De Gea or a Courtois, because I feel like he does very well. But again, at the same time, I think they've given him the upgrade more on the sort of like club that he plays.
Well, he was an 85 last year.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He was an 85 last year.
Was he an 85 last
Pretty sure he was.
Wow.
Let us know in the
doesn't pay
comments.
attention.
But we have FlawlessMistakez, who I think was one of the best signings of the transfer window.
He sort of went under the radar, so
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really knew that this happened, and especially for the price. How much did you say it was?
16.5 million.
Yeah, it's...
Danny Drinkwater was £40 million. 16.5. That is crazy. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's a tank.
It's
He's a
incredible.
bit old.
He's getting on in years, but you know what he's going to give you, that pace, that sort of defensive midfielder. And like we said, like to go with some cards like Marquisio and Pjanic that we just mentioned, your midfield for the Serie A is going to be absolutely...
It's going to be set. That's a
absolutely
great card if you're looking for that team. Up next is Casemiro, someone who is so deserving of that upgrade. I think that card really, really suits him. I would have even maybe pushed him in 86, but I think in 85 he's also a very, very good card for him.
Yeah, he's definitely become a key player for Real Madrid, and he scored some worldies. He saved them, got some... Did he not get the first goal in the Champions League final? Or
I think he definitely got a goal. He definitely scored.
But he's definitely proven to be a key part, and the upgrade is definitely deserved.
Yeah, and I think like Real Madrid when they actually play, he is going to be that kind of player that allows your other midfielders to do their thing, which is what he does in real life, and those stats really kind of reflect that. And I think it's going to be a good card.
And that Brazilian link though.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Lacazette up next. I thought he was going to get a higher card than this. I thought he was going to get an 86, maybe even an 87, but I would have gone 86 personally.
Yeah, I could sort of see him on that same sort of level as the upcoming strikers that you see in the Premier League. But yeah, he's been one of the top goal scorers in Ligue 1 in recent seasons. Mm-hmm. I think like his goal scoring record was like pretty insane, like 30 goals in like a season or something
like that.
But yeah, his pace and like dribbling ability, his finishing is going to make him lethal. Not to mention that French league to link up with many other players will come in useful. Yeah.
And I think he'll be a great card, and he'll be good power this year. Up next is Miranda with an 86. A bit of a shock for me. Again, I don't watch too many of these other leagues and stuff. I do normally concentrate on English football just because that's the football I support. But I was a little bit surprised to see him at an 86 still. But I guess I haven't looked as much into it, so maybe I can only assume he's deserving of that.
I'm assuming well, like you say, we don't keep up with it, but we're assuming he's playing well. He does get a couple of cards, like special cards in FIFA here and there. So the one thing that I'm still not sure on whether this has been made a permanent transfer or not. Let us know if you know. But
yeah, it might still be a loan.
He could still be at Atletico, and if they brought him back, maybe they could be roaring in that league. Yeah,
that'd be crazy. Up next is Pepe. Now, Pepe, I think, is going to be one of the weirdest walkouts that you're going to get all season.
Yeah, not to mention, well, the reason you say that is the Turkish badge.
Yeah.
Is it Trabzonspor that he's gone to?
Besiktas, I think. Yeah, Besiktas.
So, yeah, when you get your Portugal Besiktas centre-back, there's no doubt you'll be questioning, like, at least for about
unless
2
you
seconds
remember
before.
it, yeah, you're going to...
You'll be questioning that when you'll just be like, okay. But, again, decent card.
Just downgrade due to age, I think, really.
Downgrade due to age.
34 or something like that? Yeah, I think he's 34.
And since you've got Sergio Ramos and you've now got the upcoming Varane, he was sort of pushed to the back, so you can sort of see why he's left. I think he left on a free, didn't he?
I think it was
his contract
a free.
ran out, so fair play to him. He's going to be decent.
Up next, though, is David Alaba, who's slowly being caught by other defenders, which we'll also see very, very quickly. Another left back that we both completely forgot about and slipped under the radar for us. But a nice card. It's the kind of card that you can play pretty much anywhere on the pitch.
Definitely, it was like this is just like a lower rated team this season. Can't say that can play anywhere. But yeah, well, it goes sort of with his actual real life playing style because he can literally play centre mid, left back, centre back. I mean, I miss the days when, like a couple of years ago, when he got a centre back.
That was such a good card.
I never ever got to use it, but
I loved it.
But yeah, decent. Like we said, he was normally been the highest rated ones, but now the others are catching him up, and it's good to see.
Yeah, definitely. Up next, we have the downgraded Petr Cech, which we all saw coming. Really, didn't have a great year, Arsenal, and we discussed earlier. It's kind of more down to the team didn't do very well, and therefore he conceded a lot of goals. And I think the downgrade was coming. He's like 35, I think.
Yeah, you can't really go much further than that. It's just been unfortunate for him. So
yeah,
we'll get over it. It's fine.
Yeah, hopefully he has a good season this season.
I mean, it will still go for a fair bit of coin, but because like an 86 rated goalkeeper
as well.
Well, that'll be the only downside for him. You won't get many links away from him, so it will need to be Premier League or nothing, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So. After that, we have Javi Martinez, a very, very good card, 86, getting a big upgrade.
Definitely a player that's made the most out of the injuries that have been there. He's been given plenty of game time, and you can see that in the improvement from him, because I think he got to an 84, 85?
He was upgraded to 85.
Yeah. So to be an 86 this time round is decent for him. So.
Yeah, good growth. Next is Marco Reus, again an 86. I mean, he's obviously not living up to this massive hype. You said earlier a lot of injuries, which has hindered that.
Definitely.
But I mean, I would have liked for him to have had a good season and earned and deserved a big upgrade, because I think the world's kind of waiting for it. The world's kind of waiting for the burst of Marco Reus.
Yeah. Well, we can't really do too much about it, but you never really get to see him play for Germany anymore because he's just played with injuries, and every time he sort of starts to get into form, he gets injured again. Like you've seen, I think he had like one in form last year, which was played as a striker card, which everyone went absolutely nuts over when it came out, which is brilliant. But at the same time, you just really want him to start pushing on. Hopefully, maybe this year would be the year for him.
Yeah, we can hope so. Next is Diego Costa, and he has most definitely deserved an 86 card. I think that's a good deserving.
Yep, fair play. He's gone on strike, so he can go away now.
Yeah, we won't talk too much about that. Chelsea fan. Socrates played very, very well. He's had a fantastic season or so. And again, an 86 card. That's a big, well-earned card. I think.
Yeah, and he's proved it. He's definitely, like, whenever you get to a Bundesliga team, he's definitely going to be one to put into that team with his 78 pace. Is it?
Something like that. Yeah, 78. Yeah.
Yeah, 78
Crazy.
Pace. So yeah. Like, there are now some good defenders, and they're getting some stats to reflect it now.
Yeah, and I think defending is going to be big this year, and it's going to be easier.
Well, they've put it as more manual defending, so you will have to pay much more attention in games.
It's down to you, which is good. Up next is Ribery with an 86. Now, we discussed this at great length earlier, and I'm not overly happy with the 86 rating.
No, we're definitely both not happy, because honestly I don't know how much he's played, which is...
This is the thing. We don't know as much about the league. We don't watch the league as much as other people would. Obviously, fans of it and people who are more overall in that kind of sense of football.
Like the main thing we go on is what's happened really in the year of FIFA. So we can reflect on who's had informs, who's not had informs, like team of the seasons and stuff like that. But
from our personal opinion, we were expecting a lower card. If we're being honest. So I would have said an 85, but he's got the 86, and we'll deal with that. Now we're gonna go down to 50. So we're gonna go down to number 50, and then we'll cut from there. Okay. So up next is number 60, which is David Luiz. Now this card is going to be incredible. This honestly makes me think of the original David Luiz that was like so overpowered. Was it FIFA 14 or 15?
Yeah, something like that.
Disgusting card. Like, that was so good. And looking at these stats, that's all I think of, and I'm so excited to try it out.
Too true. As a Chelsea fan, that card is just... It's going to be one of the first cards I'm looking to buy. Not just because it's high rated, not just because he's got decent pace, but just because of what he does on the field.
Yeah.
He just becomes a brick wall. And like we said, if we get him into that five at the back, with someone like Azpilicueta, with someone like you were saying, like Kashani, who's tall, who's fast... You're just going to sort yourself out with a brick wall in defence that just want to be beat.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's definitely going to be one of those that's going to be up there, like 100k plus player.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so Sergio Busquets up next with a very, very nice looking card. A little bit slow, but we discussed before, midfield battles are so important, but the pace isn't as important this year.
No, his interception and work rate will be a lot more useful than his pace, but again, because of that, it probably will mean like after the first week, his price will go soaring down. But at the end of the day, if you don't want him and you get him in the first week, just
sell him.
Quickly.
Sell him and buy someone else.
Get your 20, 30k and dang.
Definitely.
You'll be done.
James Rodriguez, going to be a one to watch. A very nice looking card, actually. Obviously, going off to Bayern Munich, got some great players around him, but a card that actually I would be quite happy to use.
Indeed, he's got a downgrade, and who knows, the new lease of life, and like we said, he's going to get a ones to watch card. So if you pick that up on the Friday on the international release, then brilliant, because he's bound to get one, at least one out there. So
yeah,
he's
and I was
definitely one to hold
just
on
checking, 85 shooting, 85 passing. That's a really nice couple of stats there for him.
Yes.
Then we have Alderweireld, who again deserves that big upgrade. Very, very happy about that. 86. What a great card. That looks really good.
He's like we said with Vertonghen, Spurs finished second in the league. Definitely proved to be one of the best defenders in the league, and now his rating shows it, which is great.
Yeah, again, like we said, much deserving of that card. Benzema at an 86. I was kind of expecting to get an 87, but I'm not displeased with an 86. I think 86 is still quite a fair reflection.
Yeah, I can't really say too much. He's performed very well during his time at Real Madrid, so 86 is definitely what he's deserved to be.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good card. Then we have Fabregas. Now, Fabregas, again, played very, very well. Stayed at the rating he's at, and I think that's a fair reflection. I think an 86 is a fair card for him.
For what was a chop and change with Matic like during the season for Chelsea, he's definitely proved his worth, and he has shown to still deserve to be that 86 rated centre mid who can pass with the eye of the needle.
Great build-up play, and I think a great player. Then we have Isco. Now, I think personally Isco should have got a better card. Now, I know he's been upgraded too, which is great, but from watching Isco, he is one of the best players in the world. Like, honestly, I think he should have got an 87.
Yeah, I for once I actually really do agree with you.
Hey.
Despite I've been agreeing with you this whole time. But like during the times when he's filled in for the likes of Bale, for the likes of Ronaldo, whether he's played on the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't faze him. He's a top quality finisher, top quality passer, and yeah, he does deserve to be a lot high rated.
And 89 dribbling for an 86. That is a good stat. Now that is honestly, that's going to be a great card. If you get that
for a 7-minute cam, that's brilliant.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be worth a lot of money.
Next is Kane. Now again, another player I think should have been high rated. I think an 87 should have been on the cards there. EA personally.
Yeah, for the Premier League's top goal scorer for at least the last two. It could be 3. I can't remember.
I think it's 2 years, but
yeah, he's scored like 20 plus goals. He's definitely proven to be up there. His rating is now showing it because I think he started at an 84, got the upgrade to 85. He's now an 86, but like you said, he should be an 87 because he, like, for the top goal scorer of the Premier League, which is like one of the hardest leagues to score in, he should be up there.
But an 86, he'll probably get an upgrade during the game, but I think an 87 would have been a fair reflection. Next is Alexandro, equal on points or on rating with David Alaba, and that's the first time we've seen that in a while, actually. But his card looks and is amazing. I did use it in a draft at left mid in the beta, and it was incredible. Really good card.
One of the most overpowered players in FIFA 17.
Yeah.
So expect this one to be heavily used in this year's FIFA as well.
Yeah, with that Brazilian link as well. Next is Felipe Coutinho.
Speaking of Brazilian links.
We had a bit of a dispute about this, but I think an 86 is a fair reflection because when he does play, he is incredible and he will win a game for Liverpool. Simple as that. I just hope that he can be more fit and get the game time.
Yeah, and hopefully he can put all that transfer business with Liverpool behind him, get out on the field and start doing what he does best.
Yeah.
Personally, this is just me personally, I don't rate him as highly, but that's just because in my opinion, all he does really is score wonder goals. He doesn't really feel like he's all that much of a team player. There'll be Liverpool fans that will come out and attack me for it. But,
go on his channel and do that.
But no, still, like I said, he's a good player. You can't doubt the technique he has and is a match winner. Yeah. Just maybe he's not at that level, maybe an 85 rated sort of.
I mean, when the likes of Barcelona are trying to buy you, you've got to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, he is a match winner. Yeah. On his day, he's a match winner. Yeah. But I think he's lost that sort of title as star player to Mane now.
Yeah, maybe. But that is where we are going to leave this at number 51, so we can do the other 50 in the next video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. It's been a little bit long-winded, so we're very, very sorry about that, but we do like to talk and we do like to gabble our way through things. If there's anything or any cards or any people, players, whatever, you want us to actually talk about a little bit more, let us know, because we'll happily sit there and chat for 20 minutes about one player. So that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we can do that.
we genuinely could do that. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you, Jack, for coming and helping me
Thank you for having
chat
me.
at a camera. It's much appreciated. But guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this. This will get uploaded to my... Yeah, I know, but I'm talking to a camera currently, I guess.
No, you're talking to your audience.
Thank you, audience. Screw you. Thank you, audience, very much for watching. Hopefully, I'm currently at Jack's house, so the upload for this might be a little bit delayed, but hopefully this gets out to you guys as soon as possible. But again, thank you for watching. I've been Hursty Games, and I will see you soon. See you later.
See ya.